Today is about compound effect. It's about the compound effect. And I'm going to give you some data, and I'm probably going to be all over the place with you today, but this is what has been sort of on my heart and my mind. And I've been thinking about this for the last 3 or 4 days. And, you know, maybe I'll start with some data, right? So when you think about the top 1%, right? Not even the 5%, let's just go 1%, top 1% of family income. Did you know that it's $400,000? So $400,000 or more is the average family income of the top 1%. When we talk about businesses in but that's a United States stat. When we talk about businesses in the United States, in order to be in the top 1%, get this number. You need only have $480,000 of gross revenue, not net, gross revenue. Top 1%. Let's talk about the other side. Did you know that 73% of people in the United States are considered overweight? And what it does is it makes them susceptible or exposes them or to all kinds of illnesses and diseases. Think about that for a second. Okay, only 27% of the population is considered sort of within the right BMI. Wow. We all know the divorce stats, like less than 50% of marriages, first marriages, by the way, that number goes way down when you start talking about second or third marriages. First marriages make it, less than 50% make it. So all of a sudden we have this, well, why, right? We sort of have developed from a society standpoint into this, like, we can assign blame someplace, right? We can look to somebody else to solve the problem. We can sort of bounce back and forth with solutions and coming up with different ideas as to what will work without us having to actually work. And listen, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to anybody else. So please don't take this as anything other than just straight up love. Okay, I'm just calling it out for myself just as much as anybody else. Okay, what we're told is we got to start with why. We got to come up with a great plan, and then of course it's shiny object after shiny object after shiny object. And the reason for that is because there are a lot of people out there that want us to believe that there's an easy way to do it. It's just not easy. It just doesn't work that way. We can't find something that's just simply going to work because it's called the compound effect. It's called the compound effect. Like, we didn't get to where we are, good or bad, overnight. So we shouldn't expect that we're going to get out of it overnight. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. We were talking about how the market is so amazingly good, right? It's great. By the way, it's not great for everybody. There are some people that are still challenged even in this market. It's the compound effect. While this market is amazing, it too shall pass. It's the compound effect. It won't happen overnight, but it will change. I'll give you some other examples. I was having some conversations last week with some folks, amazing folks, right? You know, and one of the things that we hear a lot about, and I think you probably hear this too in your overall day working with clients and friends and community, and here we go. I'm going to just throw some examples out. I wrote them down here. Here's one I hear. My spouse is feeling uncared for. Well, the answer is, well, you know, she isn't caring for me, and so I'm not able to care for her. Well, the truth of the matter is that your spouse has nothing to do with the way you treat them. Your spouse has nothing to do with the way you treat them. It's all you. Here was another one. My health has taken a turn. The answer, well, the gym's closed, right? Masks and all this other stuff. That's why I'm not, whatever, fill in the blank. The truth of the matter is the gym being open or closed has nothing to do with what we put in our mouths, right? It's all 100% ours, and it's a compound effect. My business has not kept pace with the market. Answer, well, it's COVID, of course. COVID's changed everything. Truth, COVID has frankly created more opportunities than it has challenges. There's been plenty of challenges, but the opportunities have been incredible. And we've seen so many of them, especially those of you in the markets that we serve. I I have some good news for you. The reality is that ultimately we are 100% in control because it's a compound effect. We're 100% in control, good or bad, because the compound effect works both ways, right? We don't wake up one day with heart disease. Follow what I'm saying, right? It's an incremental every single day choosing to do something or not do something. Nobody else made us do it. We did it. It's a compound effect each day of action or inaction. We didn't wake up successful or unsuccessful. We didn't wake up with a zero balance in our savings account or a really big one. It was a compound effect of actions or inactions that we took over a sustained period of time that got us there. So here's the deal, right? If it's 100%, we're in control of it. We have to stop expecting change overnight. We have to stop going from one plan to the next plan, from one Band-Aid to the next Band-Aid. We need to remember that we didn't get here overnight, and we're not going to get there overnight either. Whether we're on a health journey or we're on a business building journey or a wealth building journey or a relationship journey or whatever it is going to take time. And it's a whole lot less about trying to find the next plan and a whole lot more about you doing the plan you have. This is not rocket science. We know what it means to gain weight, as an example, right? I just use that as an easy one, right? It's pretty simple, right? We take in more calories than we expend. That's it, right? That's it. All the science, all of the, the rah-rah, all of those things, it comes down to that one principle that we intake more than we expend. There is a reason why we are suffering in our savings accounts, as an example, and that's because we're spending more than we're taking in, right? It's not rocket science, but it is the compounding effect. And the compound effect works for us or against us. Here's the great news. You and I, we get to choose which one. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Talk to you later.